Hello, everybody. Brian here, quantlabs.net. We are December 6th, Monday. Time is 3:35 p.m. East Standard Time, my time. Here we are on the Yahoo charts. You can see here S&P, all the major markets are up pretty close to around 1%. Oil is up quite a bit there. You can see 5.24%. Gold is down. Bonds are up 6.7%. Some of the Forex is up as well. Pound against the US, USD against the yen. Even Bitcoin is up, as well as the CMC 200, and all of them. So let's go over to our motor wave and check out. Now this is Oanda data. A couple of things I want to make some comments on. We know that Bitcoin has dropped on a few days ago. Markets, I'm going to do another analysis. With the current markets. This is why I have to put out there. I'll talk about this more in another video. I just want to show you the current situation with Oanda. Now, when I talk about Oanda or any Forex CFD, if you can trade CFD, I know US can't. I would just invest, meaning don't go crazy on it. Just I'm gonna talk about each assets here. So let's go over each by score. Excellent. This is a scan I do for harmonic scans. It's pretty reliable, and you can see here I wouldn't be touching this Australian 200. Very volatile, but I always like bringing in the monthly view so you can see what's kind of going on. This right here, the big drop last year, somewhat recovered, gone flat, and it's still flat, so it doesn't really excite me a lot. This one, Australia, New Zealand, this is a dollar ratio between the two countries. Again, flat range bound. This is very typical in a lot of the currencies, except for the exotics. And you can see here weekly, just really range bound. When you go into the 1 month, you can see this big drop, and it's exactly it since here October, since around 2013. It's just been range bound, really going nowhere in that relationship. Mean reverting, you could probably make some good money on it. Now here's the big winner is Brent crude, gone flat, down. Again, let's look at the daily here. So that's looking pretty good. You can see that big drop, little big bar there. This is all fundamental, econometric kind of news. I have to really get caught up and historically see what's going on, but that's a big bump for oil. And monthly chart here, it's all over the place, but you can see here that oil has increased off, obviously has dropped off quite a bit. This is monthly, so we're now on a monthly upswing again. Now here Canada, CHF down. Again, these kind of currencies are not really worth pursuing. Monthly chart again, remember this is Canadian, CHF. This is very typical of Western currencies. Big peak somewhere around right here, December 2007, and it's been a solid decline since. Just not good. Canadian, Japanese yen. Again, range bound, gone decline. That's on an hourly basis, monthly. Very, very tough to say. Like, again, peaks here at 2007, drops, goes range bound. This is a state of affairs for a lot of the currencies out there. This is why I'm not a big fan of it. Canadian, Singapore, same pattern. I'm not even going to look at. Agriculture is not really the best place to go for investment. Here you can see it's range bound, very flat, really go nowhere. Again, monthly view. This is the best view you can get. We got a nice big spike there earlier in the year, big drop, gone flat. But again, there's just certain timing where to invest, and the key word is when I say invest. Now let's take a look at the Deutsche 10-year Bund. This is probably one of the safer ones over the US or the British, which I can get access to with Oanda. So again, range bound. Really not exciting, not a lot of places. Doesn't mean that you can't make money, but it ain't. I mean, here it's looking pretty good. Okay, you're going from, let's say, February 2008, we got a price here, 111, now it's up to 180. So you got over a 12, 13-year return, very little amount of money for a bond, But if you were to do it, I think Germany's probably the better because they're more prudent, but what can I tell you? Here's the Deutsche 30, slight increase, a big drop. And again, look, it's gone flat. This is the reason why I'm not a huge fan of this stuff. But on the other hand, when you get crypto going through its momentum, same thing. Long term, it's looking okay from 4,000 to 15,000. But again, that's over, in this case, 12-year return. Okay? So that's okay if that's where you want to park your money. Same problem with the EU 50. Same pattern as Germany. Same pattern as what I just went over. Monthly view. Not so bad. This is actually, no, actually I'd say Germany's better for the monthly. Euro Canada, it's really worth looking at. Maybe the Euro CHF, solid decline. Look at this. Monthly view. Peaks, again, 2007, declines, goes flat. This is a state of the world because of national debt. Now here's a difference. This is very different. This is Euro Norway. It's gone up because, as I showed you in the Yahoo Finance chart, big bump in oil, and you can see that here, 97 to 1040. That's a big jump. Euro Norway. Now let's look at the monthly view. Can you invest money? A little bit, you can. A little bit of a trend, but it's been declining. The only time it really peaked here is in December 2019. Now, Turkey Euro. This is pretty good. Okay, if you flip it with the Turkish Lira doing really bad, look at this. I think this is an hourly view. This is a way to make money. So here, November 15th, the price around, let's say 11.58. Now it's at $17. So this is huge. You could put money in here, probably do just as good as you would do in crypto. But look at the monthly view here as well. So you could just see that massive set of spikes in the last month. This is a good place to go if this is where you want to make money. Euro and Turkish Lira, okay? Pound against the Canadian. Oh, and regarding that, Euro and the Turkish Lira, this is why you want to be in Forex for events like this and kind of probably the economic meltdown that Turkey's kind of going through right now. British pound against the Canadian dollar. Again, look, monthly view. Peaks, and it's been solid decline. It's going nowhere. And if they didn't do the printing of central banks, this would still be in decline. They're just basically digging their own grave, I hate to tell you. British and Poland can be interesting. Got a big parabolic move here. Started November 7th. But unfortunately, it's been in decline. Again, monthly view. What do we got? Same thing. They've been in decline since 2004. Gone nowhere. That's a British pound against the pound against the Polish zloty. Now here, British pound against the rand, South African rand, slightly increasing. Interesting enough. Monthly view. Look at that. It's very choppy, but it's trending up. So over the long run, where would you rather have your money? Obviously, you want it in the markets because you get much better performance. You'll see here in the NASDAQ 100. So here we have a nice increase started October 12th, 11th. Kind of been in decline, but still when you look at the monthly view, that's still pretty good, except for the last month. Now, you could have flipped over to, obviously, holding Turkish Lira, Euro, US dollar, you'd be making a lot of money. Big return. Netherlands, 25. This can be a surprise. Increased decline recently. Monthly view. Look at that big drop. Now, the thing I want you to pay attention to is if I was to show you, let's say, the NASDAQ here, again, monthly view, compare that to the Netherlands. See, this it's not too bad, actually. That's the monthly view on that last pullback for the virus. It's not too bad. That's why the wealthy continues to make money. And Netherlands can be a surprise out of Europe, out of all countries. But it's a little deeper in that pullback. But the recovery was pretty good. So let's look at some yen pairs here. So we got New Zealand, Japan yen, solid decline. Monthly view, once again, decline, little increase, and kind of, it's just, I don't know. Singapore, and everyone says, oh, Singapore is doing well. No, I hate to tell you. Solid decline here since October 19th. When you look at the monthly view, it's been flat, really, really flat. UK 10-year bond, the gilts decline, stabilizes on December 10th. If I look at that monthly view, once again, remember, national debt all over the place, but it's trending up, starting to decline. Just, I don't know. US 10-year, let's compare that. A very flat, range-bound, monthly view. Yeah, choppy, going up and down, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Okay, here's another oil trade. Been on the increase since, started really, I would say, in around here, November 8th. Price here, $1.24, $1.28. Slight decline today. That's an oil trade, usually a US Canadian dollar. US Japanese, yeah, let's see how this has been doing. Very range bound. I mean, you have to add in so much leverage to get any form of return. Very high risk leverage. Not worth it. Just not worth it. If it doesn't work out, you will lose your money. So it went in decline, bottomed out here on August 2012, spiked up to June 1st, 2015, and gone flat since. So another useless trade. This one, I think I showed USD Norway looking pretty good there from, what was it, let's say 840 all the way up to right now at 920. And again, I think I showed this, can't remember, US, and this is an oil trade again. A slight trend. Yeah. WTI here, how's that been doing? Flat, decline, and then flat. That's probably all in the last month on a 4-hour view. Monthly view here, big decline that started from that run up 2008, went up a little bit and gone range bound again. Silver, well, here you go. November 10th have been declining. That's silver in Australian dollars. Let's look at the monthly view. Okay, you had a nice rise up here, and that was on August 1st, gone flat since, no thanks. Now, all of these are the same. That's silver in Australia. Let me look at, the euro might be a good one. So again, same pattern as before. And it has been slightly increasing. So if I go all the way back here to February 2008, we have a price here at $493, let's say. And now we're at $1,500. I mean, that's a decent increase, but you get much better in other intraday trades. I'm going to skip all this. Okay, copper. This is what we talk about, this so-called inflation. There's going to be the new variant may kill off manufacturing, specifically in China. That affects the price of copper because copper is one of those base industrial metals. Here you go on the monthly. So you can see here we do have the so-called, well, it is inflation, no doubt. Going from March 2020 price, let's say $2, doubled, 412 peaked here in March, April this year and started to decline. So that is definitely would have been a good trade to be in, where it doubled in a very short amount of time. But again, in the last few months, there's no clear inflation in manufacturing. If anything, if you, like I keep saying, if you see inflation, that's due to shipping, logistics, or processing. Australia, Hong Kong dollar that started to decline November 2001. As of the first monthly view, just peaked here. May 1st, 2011, been in decline since. Again, wasted effort. It's like, what more do you want? Here's our first, this is very important so people understand that, watch this and get this. When you have, you're only holding in US dollars in the Australian dollar, okay? The US dollar is declining globally, meaning if you have US dollars, it's going to get more expensive to participate in other currencies, but other currencies are falling as well. But US dollar is just not falling as much as other currencies, but still it falls. It's at its lowest participation rate that people want to hold since 1974. So fewer people are wanting to hold US dollar because of the debt situation and them just like being loosey-goosey on the debt. It's not a good situation to be in. So it's been in decline here for the Australian US dollar at 75 cents. Okay, and when you look at the monthly view, it's been in decline since $1.10 to 70 cents. Okay, so maybe the US dollar might be getting stronger in that respect, which is fine. But you want to make money, you would want to use USD and Australia dollar, no different than the Turkish Lira. Now you're making money. Unless you want to short or whatever, that's fine too. BCO, we've seen that. Brent crude, A lot of this, I think we've shown Swiss franc and the rand increasing there, a rally, 1 month. The big drop. Nope, nice trend. So all of these exotics is kind of maybe where you want to be. China, 50. Look at this. Flat since October 10th. Just churning money. Take a profit, give back profit. Monthly view. Let's see China 50. It's been in an incline, which is good. Very choppy. Drop, but it's been sort of getting there a little better. But nothing really exciting compared to the U.S. Corn and U.S. dollar. We talked about the overall agriculture. Very flat. Where's the price increases and inflation talk and all that? I don't see it. As I said, no different than copper. We've had that big rally in price. That's where the inflation kicked in, and it's dropped since and stabilized. So it peaked here for the year in June, and it started dropping since. So as I keep saying, the charts do not lie. Anybody else is lying through their teeth. And I don't know. Euro. Let's see. Euro CHF, solid decline again. Monthly view. Oof. Peaking here at August 2007 and just dropped since. Solid decline. Not good. Now I'm only looking at Czech because that's different. Parabolic started that November 17th, went up to $25 and it's been dropping since. Let's look at that monthly view. Yeah, so that's not a good one to have. Euro and pound, very choppy yet again. Monthly view. Peak here in 2008, gone flat. So you would not made money holding that in the long run. Euro against the Japanese yen, solid decline. Peaked here October 17th. 1 month view. Decline, and again, now this one's I should pay attention to is Euro and Hungary. Look at this, choppy, but look at this, very solid, declining in Hungarian. But look, you would have gone from 240. Let's say here, June 2008 price at 240, and now we're at 366. Not bad, but that's where I'd rather participate in. Because it's going up. I don't know if I showed the Euro US dollar, biggest currency pair out there, solid decline. Monthly view, let's go to the monthly view. Look at this. Peaked here May 1st, 2008, and just dropped all the way since. No good. Euro and the rand. Look, it started a little rally, choppy, but it's trending up. Here, bottoming out October 20th, price here at 1678. And now it's 17.95. Not great, but I take that. And someone say, "Oh, that's a risky." Well, trend-wise, I don't see it, and you know why? It's trending up. Here it started the peak here, February 2006, and it's been trending up since. So does that look risky to you compared to all the other mainstream legacy Western currencies? Probably not. Now here's another one I've talked about: the Singapore dollar, pound against the Singapore dollar. Solid decline. Monthly view, solid decline, and it's only the central bank preventing that from dropping further. And yeah, doesn't lie. Now let's look at the Japanese 225. Flat, decline, flat, and now here on the monthly view has increased. So the markets are looking pretty good. That's kind of what you want to hold in. We've looked at the NASDAQ, Singapore. Now we're getting in the very good. I'm beyond that. Actually, no. We do look at the very good score. NASDAQ, we looked at a lot of these already, looking for anything different. S&P, 500 solid. Well, I won't say solid, but a little rally from October 13th up to here, the peak here at November 22nd. Drop back since monthly view. Of course, we know it's going to be good, all because of the central bank printing. And the more they put in there, the acceleration, the more steep that line will be from the peak. So that's where, and you can see the volume as well, is really picking up because that's where people are putting money. But at some point, that's going to come to an end. Sugar can be a good investment. Very flat lately. But again, solid decline and has rallied, stabilized over the last few months. But it's these little rallies you want to be in. Taiwan can be another good place. Slight rally. And because of Taiwan, with mainland China threatening to invade. But look at this. Look at this is much steeper than any of the Western markets. Okay, that's very steep. But as soon as China starts talking, look what happens. It just goes flat. And that's a shame. But what can you do? Here we go. UK 100. This one is not as strong as the US. Very big drop. Choppy, stabilized. But let's look at the monthly view here. And boom. What do we got? Not too bad. I gotta say that is, well, actually, no. That's not comparative to the U.S. or any of the other markets. Not very strong bounce back. I guess Brexit. I don't know. Been very flat for the last few months as well. Russell may be good, but decline here, peaked here, November 8th, and that's where the little companies are. Let's look at the monthly. This might not be as good as the U.S. Yeah, that's a pretty steep curve. But it's gone no different than Taiwan, actually. Very flat there the last few months. Okay, now let's look at some more Treasury. Declining. Monthly view. Stable. Climb. Started to stabilize. It started to drop off. That's because of the overall performance of the markets, obviously. It's a defensive safe haven. 5-year trend here. Declining again on that intraday. Monthly view here. All over the place, did rally, and same thing as the 2-year. Now, I think we looked at the 10-year, but let's look at the 30-year. This will be a little better. Did rally, monthly. Yeah, big drop there, and it's stabilized. Wouldn't hold it, not worth it. USD Denmark rally. And then decline flat, but on the monthly, yeah, I don't like the look at that. Mexico peso, this can be pretty good, or was good. You can see there a big rally there from November 10th all the way up to rally here at November 26th, 5th, and decline. But how does the monthly? Again, trending up a little bit, but not worth it the last few months. USD Norway rallying right now, as we said. Probably the same pattern as Euro. Same thing. It's very similar. Now, USD Singapore, rally. Monthly view, decline, and flat. Not good at all. This one's good. USD Thai Baht. Look at that rally. Woohoo! All the way from 32, all the way up to a big whopping $33. But look at the monthly view. This is pretty good. Oh, I'm wrong. Decline, gone flat, but has rallied right there because Thai Baht's dropping. And of course, the big one, look at that rally. That's huge. That's the year's Turkish Lira all the way back to October 11th. The price at, let's say, $9 now. It's all the way up to 13. So that's a good one, but Euro seems to be doing better. WTI we looked at, silver we looked at. Again, you're not seeing any USD for gold or silver. But let's look at gold. First one we see here is gold in Australia. A little rally there. Started November 3rd. Decline, then gone flat. Not good. Now, you would expect this to do well. Has done somewhat well. Rally, drop back, and now at in Australian dollars, 25, 24. This is not a good place to go. I wouldn't hold my money in gold right now. Just flip in and out of the exotics. Namely, right now, Turkey is a really good one. And here, let's look at gold in CHF or Swiss franc. You think that this is a similar pattern as the Australian, but this should outperform the Australian, but it's not. So it's rallied, gone flat, and it rallied, and then started to decline. See, no thanks. And that's because of these economies are not doing that well. Very important ratio. I keep talking about this as a gold-silver ratio. Starting to rally there, stabilized in the last few days. Fine. This is what you want to look for, is the monthly view. This is so accurate. Look at this. Started to... I keep saying this. This is what you got to watch. We had the financial crisis in 2007-8. Right? See, spike, decline. That's what you want. Decline here. March 2011. And it started to rally, which is not a good thing. So the level of risk that we have in the market right now is higher than where we were in the peak of 2008, and we're higher. So look what happens when the pandemic hit. Boom. It just spikes. So the economies get better, and it drops, and now it's starting to build back again. So here, what made it drop was the central banks printing. Okay, will they continue that? I don't know. But this is where the shift into crypto becomes really important. People don't see that, people don't get it, and nor do I care if they don't get it, because they're the ones that are either not making as much money as they could, or they're losing money. And we're talking your retirements on this too. And your pensions and everything gets affected by this stuff. So we've already looked at copper, right there, BCO. Okay, we're done. We are done. So, I don't know. If you like what you see here, a couple of things. Go over to quantlabs.info for the private chat server, and then also get on a newsletter at quantlabs.net/contact. But you can see why I do more crypto overall. It's better returns if you have a strategy that works, which I got. But watch this stuff if you want to learn how to be able to secure and control your own future, because you're dependent upon it. Once you run out, you run out. And you're done, which a lot of people are going. And you don't want to have a reverse mortgage on your house either. Over and out later.